The only thing I like to see in that whole WrestleMania is Austin running into the side. That was about it. Honestly, I will say this. John Cena for a 48-year-old looks pretty damn good. I know your brother was saying, oh, he's out of shape. You wish you looked as good as John Cena at the age of 48. That's what I'm going to say. It was a slow fight. It was boring. Cody Rhodes stinks. He has no athletic ability whatsoever. The fact that he's the champion is just absolutely pathetic. The WWE needs to figure out really who is their best wrestler, because if you think Cody Rhodes is your best wrestler, then you're absolutely blind. The WrestleMania was horrible. The only thing I was interested in was what Logan Paul was doing. I got to give him some credit. The kid actually has athletic ability, but nevertheless, that was a terrible pay-per-view. That was a terrible championship match, and the only thing I like out of that whole thing was the fact that John Cena was walking out with skinny Travis Scott with that hardcore belt that I wanted to beat him on the head with, okay? That guy is one of the ugliest SOBs I've ever seen, too. How the hell was he dating Kylie Jenner, okay? She's actually somewhat to look at. That guy is one, he looks like a worm with hair sticking out. He's horrible. He's ugly, man. Oh, it's horrible. And people cheer for that crap? That guy's an ugly son of a you-know-what.
You think Logan Paul's better than Cody?
I'm sorry?
I said
Travis
I said you think Logan Paul's better than Cody?
100%.
You're out of your mind.
More athletic.
I can't stand here for any more
I was about to say,
blasphemy.
that's ridiculous. Logan Paul, the guy who was making vines the minute that Cody Rhodes was still winning titles.
Yeah, you're the same person. You're the same person that hates Hulk Hogan, who says that Hulk Hogan for a different reason. Yeah, you hate Hulk Hogan when he actually saved wrestling.
Most of America
you wouldn't be watching wrestling.
Hulk Hogan hasn't done anything for me in the past 30 plus.
You weren't even alive for Hulk Hogan. You weren't even alive for Hulk Hogan.
So Hulk Hogan hasn't done anything for 30.
No, who's your favorite wrestler?
So then why?
Who's your favorite wrestler?
What did he do for me?
Who's your
favorite of all time?
Yeah, what's your
The
favorite?
Rock.
Yeah,
The Godfather.
Oh yeah, The Rock. Oh yeah, he's the most athletic wrestler of all time.
It's not about him being the most athletic wrestler. I never said he was
overrated. The only reason why he's in wrestling, it was because of his father and his family. The guy stinks.
He's bigger of a person than his father.
Bigger?
He was bigger than his father.
because he does steroids. That's why.
No, I'm not talking about bigger. I'm talking about
they made him bigger. What are you talking about? They made him bigger.
No, I'm talking about career-wise overall.
Bigger. Yeah, they made him bigger.
The Cody slander needs to stop. Cody Rhodes is a
You're out of your
true
mind. The
American
Rock
hero.
sucks, man.
Cody Rhodes, the American nightmare, the rightful champion of the WWE, had his title stolen from him.
He could take it.
370-day reign.
You wouldn't be talking
Let me tell you something. The best of all time is Rikishi.
His son won the World Heavyweight Championship.
You're gonna tell me, Earl, you're gonna tell me he's unathletic? Have you seen the stink face?
Isn't Rikishi or The Rock's cousin?
They're all related.
Yeah, they're all related.
They're all from the same
how it is.
land.
They're all related.
Nia Jax, too, the same.
Yeah,
she is,
Nia
too.
Jax.
Yeah,
there's a whole bunch of them.
And then another one just pops up randomly in the developmental center.
Cody came back to WWE.
Yokozuna, too, because his real name is Brian.
He tore his pec and then decided to wrestle with a torn pec. If you ever get a chance to look at one of the most gruesome injuries anyone's ever done something through, it's Cody wrestling Seth Rollins with a torn pec in a steel cage. And it was out of control, the stuff he's able to do. The moves that went off, it's because of Cody. John Cena hasn't been doing stuff in the ring in a long time. So it's always one guy that kind of leads the way in the match. And it used to always be a guy like Cena. It certainly was Cody in that match, except the match sucked. And it was boring. And it was not what you wanted.
Cody is a terrible wrestler. The American Nightmare. Horrible.
That's a horrible. That's
horrible.
That's a horrible take. Your take is
horrible.
Cody's bad.
I watched Cody.
Logan is better.
He's more athletic. He's more athletic.
He's not a better wrestler.
He's more athletic.
Not a better wrestler.
It doesn't matter. He's more athletic.
He's not a better wrestler.
I want to see athleticism. I don't want to see some guy jumping around in tights. The guy stinks. He's horrible. I remember when he came out.
If you want to see athleticism, you could see those. What do you call those? Those gymnastic jumpers.
You just like the prime placement drinks. He just puts them all over the place.
No, I think he's more. His match was more.
Let's go, guys.
It was more fun. His match was more fun to watch than that garbage that we watched with John Cena. Okay.
Well, you know why his match was so good? Because he wrestled one of the greatest.
AJ Styles, thank you.
Who carried the entire match and called
come on, guys, let's just get
Logan
along.
Paul doesn't know how to do that because he's only.
Nick wants to end this so bad.
Guys can't do this until they've been doing it for 10 years. AJ Styles is one of the all-time legends.
We're all friends here.
He's 48. He's at the end.
And he did in other countries too.
Giving back to a guy like Logan Paul. My favorite moment: Dominic Mysterio winning the Intercontinental Championship Dirty Dom. Errol, you would enjoy Dirty Dom, who just steals girlfriends, even though he's married in real life. And
that's Joba's type
Rey
of
Mysterio's son.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio's son. One of my
Rey Mysterio's son.
He's the reason why I got into wrestling.
All right.
He also grew up with it, though.
But John Cena, obviously, Monday Night Raw went on while we were doing the show. Yeah. It's going to be a legendary Raw. I hope if you've seen it, don't spoil it in the comments. Brother, I can't wait to see what happens to John Cena, brother. And this has been Dial It Up.
Jesus. I can't believe you guys think that Cody Rhodes is a good wrestler. Oh my God,
I can't believe
great wrestler.
He's not.
Horrible. He's horrible.
Great wrestler.
He's horrible. He's horrible. The only reason why he has a job is because of his father, Dusty. Dustin Rhodes is a better wrestler than Cody.
The only reason he has a
Tell
job.
my friend. Let's go.
What?
Oh my God.
We're all friends here.
Oh my God, what? You're going to tell me Cody is a good wrestler? I remember when
Cody's
he came out.
Great wrestler.
He's a horrible wrestler.
Great wrestler.
Horrible wrestler.
Great wrestler.
You're out of your mind. I think he's horrible. He's a junk.
This is a wild
a junk of wrestling. That's what I watched at WrestleMania. I'm sorry?
Yeah.
What about Eugene?
Eugene what? Rhodes?
The wrestler that had like Down syndrome that beat everybody.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Eugene.
That was Vince McMahon era.
You're talking about. Wait, no, I don't even know who that is. Eugene.
He's going back to like a while ago.
Go look up tapes. He's
first of all,
Eugene, I do remember that guy. Yeah, I do remember him.
One of my favorite wrestlers is Ricky Steamboat. That's just me. All right, let's go.
He hasn't wrestled in 40 years.
I know that. What do you think? I don't know that. I was a big time wrestling fan. I probably know more about the '90s wrestling and the '80s wrestling than you do. So
honestly, I would say that's true, but it's not because I've watched too many documentaries and I'm obsessive.
I probably do. I mean, if you want to have a competition with that, let's do it. We could do it. I'll do wrestling.
Probably could.
I do '80s and
'90s. That one. As
there
you
it
saw,
is.
Sometimes I get on heaters. Look at that.
He was around for a while. He was around for a while, Eugene.
All right. Let's get off this wrestling crap. It just
Owen's so happy we saw Eugene.
What about Hornswoggle?
Hornswoggle was an
that little shit. I kick him around like a little. That Hornswoggle.